Baby Jay. Oh, are you holding hands? You hold hands? Hi guys, it's Crystal, and today we're going to do this cute arrow chevron gradient mani. I will come up with a much cooler name when I post this, but you guys know that I'm not the queen of naming things here. Not at all. I'm starting off with my stuck-on blue base coat. I could have gone with a peel-off base coat, but I'm going to use vinyls, and I didn't really want to deal with possibly having them pull up the base coat, so I just went with a regular base coat. I'd rather do that than redo it 4 or 5 times, because it's always hit and miss. Some vinyls won't pull your base coat up, sometimes they will. Depends. Next off, I'm going in with a very thin layer of wedding gown white. This is normally a 1-coat white, but I don't need it extremely thick here because I'm just putting it down as kind of a pair of undies for the linear hollows I'm going to use as my gradient. Normally, if you put this down in one good coat, it's complete coverage in 1 coat, and it stamps really well too. But I don't need that for this mani. For my little gradient that you saw, I'm using Original Sin, the Dirty Hollow version of the polish. I just picked this up in the May restock along with a crap ton of waxes. Oh, if you missed out on that, you should definitely search for some waxes and swap groups because they're awesome. And we're going to use Whatz-Her-Face. This is another linear hollow. This isn't a dirty version, so this is just linear hollow. If you really watched with Original Sin, you could see that it had some little bigger bits of flaky hollow glitter in it. This one doesn't. This is just a pure linear. These are both really gorgeous, and I got them both this week, so I was really excited to play with them. To do this gradient, I am using the brush. I'm not using any cuticle protection because this is a cleaner gradient for me to do. And some people will use a fan brush. You can do a sponge to do this. I just find it easier to do it straight on the nail with the brushes from the bottles. I go in with the lighter color first, and then I bring the darker color in over it, and usually stick with doing 1 layer of the darker color and 2 of the lighter color. But as you can see, I'm kind of taking my brush and rubbing it over the middle and mixing the colors together. I do end up having to take my brush though and wipe it off on a makeup sponge so that I don't end up getting the colors mixed into the bottle. I don't want to dilute any colors. So I will completely wipe it off and make sure it's clean before dipping it back into the bottle. As you can see here though, this gives you a really nice clean vertical gradient with a great transition. I did have to do some cleanup. For all my cleanup, I used my number 2 cleanup brush from Twinkled. I always do that off camera though, so I'm just showing you the brush so you know. Here you can see I reversed the gradient. You saw that at the beginning, but I'm just showing you again. It goes one way on 2 nails, one way on the other, and then my thumb is black. I'm covering up my gradient with HK Girl Top Coat. This is my go-to top coat. I love it. It's shiny, it makes glitter smooth, and it doesn't smear stuff. It's just my go-to. This is my go-to for swatching too, because it dries quickly and I can get those swatches off. I used to use Seche Vite, but I stopped because it was pain. Next up, we're grabbing some Arrow stencil vinyls. These are from What's Up Nails. These are really cute. And I got them a while ago, and I didn't have any designs in my head for them, and I just kind of randomly picked them out tonight to use. I really kind of love them though. Here you can see I'm pressing them down really good, and I did kind of angle it so that they're not all the way to the tip of the nail. I didn't want any partial arrows on my nails. I have a little OCD going on. For the black polish you saw, I'm going to use a little black dress. This is also from Glisten and Glow. This is also a 1-coat polish, and it stamps. Pretty much all of Jill's creams I've ever tried have all stamped and water marbled. They're pretty amazing. She does an awesome job with these and has really great formula. I'm being super careful here because like I said, I didn't want any partial arrows, so I'm trying not to get it on where those little tip bits are showing the edge of my nail. So I'd be super careful. And then I'm just kind of pulling it up. I did go very slowly because I want my edges to be nice and crisp. And there you have your beautiful one. You repeat that on your pointer finger because I showed you here on my index. And then you grab some wide chevron nail tape. This is also from What's Up Nails. Links for everything, as usual, will be in the description box. I know I say that every time, and every time I have at least one question sometimes of like, what did I use? And I've gotten DMs on Instagram too about what did I use when it's always listed. Here I'm going in, once again, little black dress. And this is a lot easier. Like, these vinyls are a lot easier than the other ones to keep everything contained. The only thing is, with vinyls like this, don't try to pull them straight across. I've seen people try to pull them straight across. Pull them straight up with the angle of the vinyl to keep those straight lines. If you try to pull it straight across, you're going to smear one of the sides, and it's not going to be a cute arrow anymore. It's going to be a smeared arrow. Last off, I'm covering everything in a beautiful layer of HK Girl from Glisten and Glow again, just to make it all shiny and pop. It's gorgeous, and that holo is to die for. I love these colors. I can't believe I didn't pick up Whatz-Her-Face before, because that is a gorgeous, gorgeous purple linear holo, and I'm all about purple. If you've been around a while, you know I'm all about purple. If you watch my swatch videos, you know I am all about purple. It's my favorite color, which is why you keep seeing it in tutorials a lot, and people are probably sick of it. But, you know. Anyways, that's how you get this gorgeous look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As usual, if you did, give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more fun tutorials and swatches and me being weird and the cats being weird and everything in the future. And I'll see you guys next time.